RIZAL retraction. Authors of RIZAL retraction: Father Vicente Balaguer and Rafael Palma. Background of the author. Father Vicente Balaguer was born in Alicante, Spain on January 19, 1851. He joined the Society of Jesus on July 30, 1890 and went to the Philippines in 1894. Moreover, he was one of the Jesuit priests who visited Rizal's last hours in Fort Santiago and claimed that he managed to persuade Rizal to denounce Mansory and return to the Catholic fold. In 1917, when he had returned to Spain, an affidavit executed that proves he was who solemnized the marriage of Jose Rizal and Josephine Bracken. Rafael Palma was born on October 24, 1874. He was a Filipino politician, lawyer, writer, educator, and a famous Freemason. Additionally, he became the fourth president of the University of the Philippines. He was later elected as senator under the Nacionalista Party, consistently representing the 4th District in both 1916 and 1919 senatorial polls. Furthermore, he was the author of Biografía de Rizal, a work on the life of the national hero which won a literary contest. In 1938, sponsored by the Commonwealth government, the story of Rizal alleged retraction is found in chapter 32 and 33 with his analysis in the latter chapter. Historical background of the Rizal retraction.
Dr. Jose Rizal was arrested, tried, and sentenced to death by Spanish court-martial after being implicated as a leader of the Philippine Revolution. On December 30, 1896, account exists that Rizal allegedly retracted his Masonic idea in his writing a convert to Catholicism following several acts of pursuit by Jesuit priests. Rizal signed a document stating that she was Catholic and retract all his writing against the church, and the document was at retraction. According Father Balaguer, she and Father Declara arrived in Rizal prison cell around 10 o'clock in the morning on December 29, 1896. She mentioned his writing and affidavit that their encounter with Rizal started with discussion of some article of Catholic faith. Such a document purportedly exists. It was allegedly signed by Rizal a few hours before his execution. This document, referred to as retraction, declared Rizal believed in the Catholic faith and take back everything he wrote against the church. The said document was found by Father Manuel Garcia.
Father P.O.P. was the Jesuit superior in the Philippines during the time when Rizal was executed. In 1917, he issued an affidavit recounting his involvement in the alleged retraction of Rizal. Content and contextual analysis of the important historical information found in the document Rizal retraction.
The letter's content translated in English is as follows. I declare myself a Catholic in this religion in which I was born and educated. I wish to live and die. I retract with all my heart whatever in my works, writings, publications, and conduct has been contrary to my character as son of the Catholic Church. This letter that was translated in English is all about Rizal's reversion to the Catholic faith. Rizal took back his works and writings against the Catholic Church because of being Catholic too. He did it with all his heart to clear the name of the Catholic Church in the eyes of the people who read and noted his published works during the time. Rizal's retraction was carried out before his assassination.
The document's content is significant as it challenges the long-held belief that Rizal was an anti-Catholic who advocated for religious reform in the Philippines. It also contradicts Rizal's last letter to his family in the Philippines, where he proposed disloyalty to his country and denied any desire to retract his beliefs. The document content the legitimacy of the Jose Rizal recovery paper is also a subject of intense discussion. Jose Rizal must have put his signature on it just before passing away. Documents historical context is essential to understanding its significance. The Philippines was a colony of Spain at the time, and the Catholic Church had significant influence on the country's politics and society. Rizal was a prominent figure in the Philippine Revolution, advocating for reforms and independence from Spanish rule. His execution sparked a nationalist movement that eventually led to the Philippine independence. Rizal wrote a letter known as RETRACTION before he was killed, claiming to be a Catholic and retracting all of his works critical of the Church. Furthermore, Father Manuel Garcia discovered Rizal's letter of retraction.
Letter that Rizal signed a few hours before being assassinated, titled The Retraction, stated that he was a Catholic and that he had revoked all of his works critical of the Church. Additionally, Father Manuel Garcia C. in 1935 located Rizal's retracting letter in the Manila Archive of the Catholic Hierarchy. So in this part, he signed the letter just before he was shot, because the stated goal of this was to withdraw all he said and did against the Church. They give it a title which they called The Retraction. And take note, this letter was seen by Father Manuel Garcia back in 1935. Although Rizal apologized for his religious mistakes, his life, books, his essays and poetry nonetheless had a significant impact on our life, especially on history, because it is what made us and brought us to where we are now.
Contribution and relevance of the document in understanding the grand narrative of Philippine history.
Rizal's contribution to the country still qualify him as a hero. The retraction still has an effect of the Rizal image, but I think that this doesn't apply to Rizal works and principles. He simply did this for the sole purposes of marrying his loved one and settling all the conflicts in his life. He stands against the Catholic Church and the Spaniards, who caused a lot of suffering and emotional tragedy to Rizal's remains. Rizal's contribution proved that he is a hero. His withdrawal from this is not appropriate to his principle and action. He did this to settle his conflict in his life, and he wants to marry the love of his life. Rizal's recovery is important here because of Filipinos who can betray their own aspirations to others. His writings will be useless when that happens. So many of us have no self-confidence because of the deception it has caused.
His death is commemorated as national holiday. Studying his works is a requisite of the basic education curriculum. And most importantly, he is acknowledged as Philippine national hero. He is simply the image of bravery and patriotism within the country. Dr. Josepi Rizal made a huge contribution to Philippine art, literature, and medicine. His works made Filipinos to enlighten on what is happening in the country. His novels No Limitang Ira and El Filibusterismo teach Filipinos the value of fighting for everyone's right and loving our country. These novels are being taught in school in order to not repeat the history itself and empower you to change, to be better for our country. His love for the country and countrymen made him a Philippine national hero.
Another distortion was the lie that Rizal, the most noble of Filipinos, distracted from Freemasonry. This issue has been debated in many forums and the subject of volumes of books. Why is Rizal's retraction important? His noblest of Filipinos can betray his own cause. It remains useless to his writing and great deeds. It also casts doubt on the character and honor of the rest of us Filipinos. Yet today, many of us have no faith in our own people. It's because of crowds like this.
Jose Rizal's retraction controversy. Many historians arguing whether Rizal retracted from what he had stated about the Catholic Church or not. From Rizal's statement, I retract with all my heart whatever in my words, writings, publications, and conduct have been contrary to my character as the son of the Catholic Church. Rizal wrote on these novels and the essays not only his attacks towards the government but also to the friars who rule the Catholic Church and their teachings. That's why it's important to Catholic Church to know if Rizal's retraction was authentic or not. In his retraction letter, he withdraws and revokes all the words, writing, publications, and conduct that has been in contrary with what the Catholic Church practice and teach. If the retraction of RIZAL was proven authentic, it implies that the alleged retraction means that the Catholic Church was right and that Jose Rizal retractions did not take the place as one of the most prominent icons in Philippine history. If this information was proven, it avoids mislead and incorrect information to Filipinos.